Guys, so I really didn't want to like do this video or upload it, but oh well. This is the Makeup Revolution foundation in the shade F13. I'm going to tell you right now, I have on this turtleneck and I wasn't even thinking about, okay, whether or not the color was going to be perfect or not. But because I wore this turtleneck, you guys can't really tell that this shade is a little bit too light for me. It's only when like I take my pictures that I really notice like that it's really not the perfect shade for me at all. But I could actually tell in person as well, like it's a little bit off just being in this way that the tone and everything is completely correct, but it's just a shade or a half shade too light for me. I think if there was another middle shade, it would be perfect because the shade up above this, I don't quite like. I think the undertone is a little bit different, but F13, it can be tweaked, and I really, 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 really like the way that this foundation feels. It's a matte foundation, but it's like a soft matte to where like it just feels so good. So I would definitely recommend this foundation. Just point blank period, it feels amazing. Now they also sent me, yes, Makeup Revolution sent me this. Thank you so much. This is the highlight shade that they sent to me, which I think they did a really good color matching for me, and I am definitely enjoying this highlight shade. This is C12, and they have a new size and just the regular size as well, so that you guys can have more product. But this is C12, and I'm using that to highlight in all the normal areas where I highlight, you guys. I do bring it in on the sides of my nose as well, but I'm going to blend it out with a Juno & Co. Sponge, one of those sponge that had all the controversy behind it for Nicka tutorials. But again, I say that this sponge is amazing. It does not suck up all of your product, so I definitely recommend this sponge. Now I'm going to take the shade C14. I'm going to use this to contour, and this is probably like the softest but perfect contour shade ever. I'm definitely going to be using this shade a little bit more. You guys don't have to see me looking all muddy and whatnot. Like, this shade was absolutely perfect. It was even more perfect for my nose contour. I'm absolutely loving this shade. And like I said, you guys don't have to see me looking muddy anymore because I'm going to be using this a whole lot. I took it down the sides of my nose, and what I like a lot about these the concealer and the foundation is the doe foot applicator that they all have. Like, that is so convenient, and it. I'm not gonna say it picks up a lot of product, but it just picks up the right amount of product for you guys, and it's soft to the touch. I really like it. Like, I am not mad at Makeup Revolution, and for this to be kind of like a drugstore foundation where you can find it with, Maybelline and CoverGirl, I definitely think it is a viable foundation. Well, I know it's viable, but a good foundation for anybody that wants a good deal on foundation to start out with, and especially if you're oily. See, I was so happy. The color I knew was off, but I'm still definitely enjoying it. You can always tweak a foundation that is too light, and you can tweak a foundation that's too dark. I rather too dark foundations, but I can still tweak a too light foundation as well. Now I'm gonna take this Maybelline Medium Deep. I think it's the matte loose and poreless. I don't know what you call it, but you guys are definitely needing this powder as well because it just gives you an airbrush finish to like your highlighted area. It just kind of blurs out those wrinkles I have underneath my eyes, and I can totally appreciate that. I take a little bit at a time and I just press it into my under eye area as well as all the places where I highlight at. I really feel like you can't go wrong with this powder unless you just put it all over your face and it's a little bit too light. So like a YouTuber I really want to tell y'all about, but I'm not gonna be messy today. Like, she puts this all over her face and it's just like, bruh. And y'all love her ass. Like, y'all love her ass. But anyway, I'm not. I said I wasn't gonna be messy. I wasn't gonna be messy. It wasn't gonna be messy. So I'm gonna stop being messy. But like I said, I put that in all the areas where I highlight at. Now I'm going to take this Nicka K powder, the one on the right hand side. I'm going to use that to set my contour areas, just, you know, around my forehead and on my cheeks. I'm going to use an Anastasia shadow, which I'm probably just going to have to link in the description bar because I don't have the shadow name for some reason. But it's like the perfect shadow for my nose. I've been using it like crazy to contour my nose. It's not harsh. Well, it's not too harsh. I feel like it's just perfect. My boyfriend was getting on my absolute nerves. You guys, like I just decided not to cut it out. Like we had just not, we didn't get into an argument before this, but I was mad at something that went down. Anyway, this is that Anastasia shadow. I'm gonna use that shade right there in the middle. It's like a gray brown mix, and it's absolutely perfect. It's just perfect for contouring your nose. Yeah, see, he's trying to get a kiss from me, but I was just like, I was really like legit not having it. Like, get out of my face. Like, don't talk to me. I'm between a beat. You're not gonna F up this beat, okay? This is where I had lost it. Like I had just lost it.
I told you.
And you did not, my bro. You lying. Ooh, you. And basically, you know, I am not the person to get in an argument with. Like my facials, like I cannot hide my faces in everyday life, and they go 10 times worse when I'm in an argument. Like, Now I'm gonna take this blush from Tarte. I don't know how to say that name. I'm not even going to try. I'm tired of trying to butcher this name, okay? But this is my absolute favorite blush, like ever, and it's from Tarte Cosmetics. Peaches from MAC was my favorite for the absolute longest, but when I got introduced to this, yes, this was everything. Now I'm going to take La Peach by Artist Couture in collaboration with Jackie Anna. And I'm going to use that to highlight all of my high points on my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow. I actually put a little bit on my chin. I'm trying to try out like the little Instagram way of doing things. I don't find myself going extra like a lot of Instagrammers, but I mean I don't knock it, like they look great at it, but I think about going out and just having basically that cake face, and I like to still look natural. I absolutely still like to look pretty natural. Yeah, still arguing like ooh let me be, like let me be. But he wasn't letting it go. Like, if I'm wrong, you guys, I am the absolute first person yesterday to apologize. But when I'm right, you are not going to like get me. Like, So he just couldn't quite understand it. And you know what? I'm realizing this is probably part of the reason why like my neck is so jacked up, because if I get an attitude, like it gets real, okay? And my neck be going. Do you hear me? It just be going. But you guys know you don't like to be interrupted in your makeup session with foolishness. Like your makeup session is your zen session, okay? Now I'm taking I think this is NYX Espresso. Then I'm going to take Tempting Toffee by CoverGirl, and I'm going to place that all over my lips. And then I'm going to also take Dulce De Leche from CoverGirl as well, and mainly put that in the center, and it's super creamy. It made like the perfect lip for me, and yeah, this is basically the finished look. You guys can definitely add lip gloss. I did add some off camera. It was just mainly like a clear gloss over top of it. And like I said, this is the finished look. You guys definitely need to check out those Makeup Revolution products because they are bomb.com. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next